$5. That's all it takes. Not a car payment, not rent. Just $5. A coffee here, a snack there. A small upgrade you don't even think twice about. You'd never call yourself bad with money over $5. Nobody does. But by the end of this video, you're going to understand why that exact number, the one you've been ignoring for years, might be the single biggest reason your savings account looks the way it does right now. Let's start with something you already know but never actually calculated. You buy a coffee on the way to work, $5. You tell yourself it's nothing, and on its own, it is nothing. But you do it 5 days a week. That's $25. Over a month, that's $100. Over a year, that's $1,200. Now add the snack you grab at 3 p.m. because you're tired. Another $4. Another $80 a month. Another $960 a year. You're not overspending on anything big. There's no single purchase you'd point to and say, that's the problem. That's exactly why it's never fixed, because $5 doesn't feel like a decision. It feels like nothing, and your brain treats it like nothing. Here's what's actually happening inside your head. Your brain has a built-in filter for what counts as real spending. Big purchases, a new phone, a vacation, a car. Those trigger scrutiny. You compare prices, you hesitate, you think it through, but small purchases slide right past that filter. Behavioral economists call this mental accounting. The way your brain sorts money into different categories that don't actually connect to each other in reality, even though they come from the exact same account. $1,200 spent in one transaction feels enormous. $1,200 spent in $3 and $5 pieces, spread across an entire year, feels like it never happened at all. That's not a coincidence. That's a design flaw in how your brain processes money, because your brain didn't evolve to track hundreds of tiny transactions. It evolved to react to single, immediate threats and rewards. Every small purchase gives you a small hit of relief or pleasure, right now, today, and your brain is wired to chase that small win over and over, because it can't feel the size of the numbers stacking up in the background. This is why people who make six figures can still feel broke. It's not the big decisions draining them. It's hundreds of small ones their brain never flagged as spending at all. You can't fix this by willpower. Telling yourself, stop buying coffee, doesn't work, because the problem was never the coffee. It's that your brain can't see the pattern. So you have to make the pattern visible. Here's the shift. Track every purchase under $10 for just 7 days. Not to judge yourself, just to see the number. Most people who do this are shocked. Not because they spent more than they thought, but because they had no idea it added up to that much, that fast. Once you can see the number, your brain finally treats it like a real decision. And now you can do something powerful. Redirect it. Not eliminate it. Redirect it. Take half of what you'd normally spend on small purchases and automate it straight into savings, the same day you get paid. Not after. Before you even see it. Because a brain that never sees the money can't talk you out of saving it. Think about two people earning the exact same salary. Person A spends freely on small things all month, then tries to save whatever's left at the end. There's almost never anything left. Person B automates 10% of every paycheck into savings the moment it lands, then spends freely on small things with what remains. No guilt, no tracking every purchase. Same income, same small habits. But person B ends the year with thousands saved, and person A ends the year wondering where it all went. The difference was never how much they made, it was the order they made decisions in. $5 was never really about $5. It was about a brain that can't see small numbers add up until you force it to. You don't need more discipline. You don't need a bigger income. You need one system that removes the decision before your brain gets the chance to make the wrong one. $5 at a time.